Cleveland Cavaliers basketball. So 6:30, right after we get out of here, and you get your last chance of the day at $1,000 at 6:30 tonight before the game. And then Cavs Celtics. You know how it's going to happen. Yeah, it's a basketball tonight. Next chance this afternoon to grab that grand is going to be about 7 or 8 minutes from now, 2:30. Basically every hour between Rover and here, every hour, all day, you get a shot at $1,000. So if you have struck out up till now, don't sweat it. You still got a couple of weeks on it. I think it starts at 6:30 in the morning and then traditionally goes well into the Corey Roddick experience at night. So a lot of money to be won. I was reading about how they might want to move the Chargers to London. What? These guys just got to Los Angeles from San Diego, leaving a pretty solid fan base. As I understand it, this was a case where the city said, if you don't build, is this one of those where they said, if you don't build it, we'll leave? And the city said, no. They called their bluff and they left.
I think so.
So the Chargers go to Los Angeles, which is a city now that has, it's not a football town. Now they have 2 football teams. People in the league are talking about, they've been dipping their toe in the water in the NFL in having exhibition games over in London.
I have an exhibition. They've been having season.
Yeah.
They have.
You know what I mean, though, like regular season games.
Regular season games, but they've been doing it for years now.
Yeah.
So they've established that people show up for those games and they like American football in London.
A foothold they try to get over there. And now they're talking about the Chargers perhaps permanently moving to London.
Can't call them the Chargers, though. It has to be an English-sounding name.
Okay.
They have to change the name of the team.
To what?
The Roddy Bottom. The Crumpets.
The Crumpets.
Yeah. Tonight, the London Crumpets take on the Dallas Cowboys.
You guys see the Crumpets?
But is that... I do have a question, though. So, because football around the world is pretty much soccer here. Mm-hmm. But what... Do you just call it American football in other countries?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it... Or they'll just call it NFL.
That's so stupid. Why do we got to be so different?
Because we're first.
That's what makes...
Do you not know?
Yeah.
Football was already a thing.
Really.
Best.
Football was already a
America
thing.
first! America first! Get that through your head!
Poundcake, get that through your head.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense to call it football in America because you kick the ball
once.
A little bit.
Once.
Every now and then you kick
every
the ball.
now and then. They should call it every now and then football.
Right.
Well,
mostly hands, but every now and then.
I'm more curious where the word soccer came from. Don't we pretty much exclusively use the word soccer?
Yes, it's only us.
Yeah.
Football. I don't know.
Football. F-U-T-B-O-L.
Yeah, a little accent over the O.
We just steal everything else. It was like, why not take football, too? Just take that name.
Well, we didn't steal anything. We replicated it and changed it. And
We stole the name. It was football. Football was already established when football...
But it's a different game. I mean, you know?
And there wasn't the internet back then. People didn't know.
But you can't...
Yeah, they didn't know what was going on in Europe.
They came
what
from,
should we have called it?
What do you want it to be
What do you want to call
What should
American
football be called?
Spare ball.
Spare ball.
Spare.
Spare ball?
S-P-A-R-E.
Or it could be like spear ball, because I don't know, maybe...
There are no spears in football.
And there's spares in bowling, so now you're getting confused.
Well,
Right.
no, I'm just saying, but like the...
Maybe we should call bowling lane soccer.
But you only use your hands, not your feet.
Hand lane ball.
Laying in the
And
laying
we're
the
off
ball
topic.
hand.
We need to come up with a
Handballs.
new name for
American football. Well, we're telling him spare ball
Well,
won't
I was
work.
saying spear ball because...
Spear ball.
Spear...
No spares.
Not spear, but spear, because the end of the ball looks like, like an arrow and...
No, it doesn't.
You mean like a pointy ball?
A pointy ball.
Should we call it
Like
pointy
a
ball?
like
think
a
pointy
like
ball
a
might work.
shape of a football.
Now, ironically, pointy ball sounds more British to me.
Right.
So
ball.
if we
Pointy
get if we get the Chargers moving to London, the London Pointy Balls.
London pointy balls.
And I would imagine that when you play football or basketball, anything overseas that is like big in America, you're not going to make as much money, right?
No, they're going to make a ton of money. That's why they want to move the team over there.
Yeah, if they weren't going to make any money, they wouldn't.
Well, I'm talking about the players. Like when players go to play overseas, do they make the same amount that they would make here?
Yeah, it's...
Well, no, traditionally, not if they're playing
He's
in
talking about like basketball and stuff. No,
Not if they're
European
playing
leagues don't make as
foreign
much as the
leagues,
NBA.
but
Yeah,
if you're
a
playing
foreign
in the
league.
NFL.
That's what I'm saying. Because there's people I've never heard of, and they're like, "Oh, I play overseas." I'm like, "Oh, well, that's why I
The
never heard of you."
Raptors are still in the NBA,
Okay.
despite being a Canadian team.
Well, that's
So
I
the
don't
one-
count that.
Lakes,
That's
they're
not
not
overseas.
Okay, I'm just saying it's a different country.
It's a different country, yeah.
So the pay scale is different. There's
When people just,
currency. There's a difference in currency
And
and
taxes and things
Yeah.
like that.
You're saying when people play in like Belgium or something. I don't know.
Right, but that's depends on the league that they're playing in.
Okay.
So, and then if you get into actual like soccer leagues or football leagues, those guys make a ton of money.
Crazy money.
There's so many different leagues that are very prestigious around the world.
But then when soccer teams come, when soccer teams come here or soccer players come here and play like for our American sports,
they're making less money.
That sucks. Like, why would you even want to come here then?
Well, someone will do it towards the end of their career because they'll make more here than they could over there.
I remember like the biggest person that came through was David Beckham. They paid him like $100 million, and it was like unprecedented.
Hello. I want to come to America and play soccer. I mean football.
Because no one
I mean lane ball. I mean pointy ball. I mean... Yeah, because he wanted to be in Los Angeles.
Yeah, no one gave a crap about. That's why I was surprised. I'm like, no one gives a crap about soccer. No one's going to watch him here, and they paid him $100 million.
A lot of people went to go see him.
A lot of people care about soccer, but it's just not as not as widespread.
Not on TV.
No, if you
It's getting
watch
there.
when you go to, I mean, there's soccer bars around Cleveland, but if the World Cup is on and things like that, like
That's
bars
different.
will pack
Any
out.
type of championship, that is real different. People
But
get
I'm saying,
real
like, from the
territorial.
beginning of it, like, even through playoffs and stuff like that.
Okay.
There's a bar in Lakewood called Marriott's that's, like, historically a
been
soccer
there.
bar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they'll pull down, like, a big screen, and even just regular games, they'll show them. Because
And
people
they'll
know I can go see so-and-so play at this bar.
And they'll do big games, big matches, as they say, and like on a Saturday morning because of the time change, and
So it's
people
like 8
will
a.m. or
show
something.
up at those bars at 8 a.m. So there's definitely a fandom for football in America.
Okay, well, yeah, leave it to the guy that doesn't know sports to discuss why no one comes here to play.
Anyway.
Sports.
What about the London Spotted Dicks?
Hey, now we're getting somewhere.
A team full of pudding?
Yeah, maybe. Hey, the Cowboys rolled over the New York Giants, but the only thing getting attention is the cat.
Yes.
The black cat went out on the field, and apparently this is one of many stray cats.
Why's it got to be black?
You asked the cat. I have nothing to do with it. A lot of stray cats live at MetLife Field, and the cleaning crew feed them. So this is just one cat that everyone knows who works there is around. And the best call of the night was Kevin Harlan over on Westwood One Radio, because he even managed to work a sponsor into it. They stopped the game, and there was towards the end of a play, and I don't even know how far. This must have been near the beginning of the game, because the score was 9-3. And this black cat runs out onto the field, and the play stopped, and the refs are out there, and there's security trying to get this cat.
He's walking. He's walking to the 3. He's at the 2. And the cat is in the CDW red zone. CDW, people who get it now, a policeman.
That is
Very
a professional.
Good for him.
That is a professional.
I like that.
He's like, anything that gets near that blue line, you trigger that CDW read. Cat not excluded.
The cat is in the CDW red zone. CDW, people who get it now, a policeman, a state trooper has come on the field, and the cat runs into the end zone. That is a touchdown.
I love it. I love that so
And the
much.
cat is elusive.
This is more exciting than calling the game.
I'm glad that he did that and that he like played along with it and made it a thing, like the cat was doing a play instead of just being like, man, security here trying
He's
to
gotta
get this
kill
cat.
time.
I
Yeah.
loved it. I thought that was awesome.
It's not like you're doing it on TV where you can just say, hey, have you ever seen anything like this before? And you know, there's a visualization. He's got to make it come to life for the radio.
I liked it.
The smart
Theater
ones,
of the mind.
the
Big
smart ones who do this are the ones that
Do that.
do this kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin.
kind of like
Harlan?
Barkley and Elliott.
Yeah.
But he didn't know where to go. Look at, they're trying to corner him, and they got him in the end zone. There are state troopers all around this cat, which now climbs up into the stands.
Oh, don't shoot him.
State troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Why would you
wanted.
call New York State troopers?
He's a bounty hunter.
Why do they have New York
Yeah,
State
where's
troopers?
animal control?
Well, why do they have state troopers at a football
Where's
game?
Pops when we need him? He just passed away all day long with my foot up a dog's ass.
Oh, John Witherspoon. Would he have extended that courtesy to a cat?
Of course he would.
Okay.
It's his job. Animal control,
Smart
not dog
butt.
control.
Animal control.
And the fans are running for their lot. Now it goes back
Their
on the
lives.
field again. And it's running in the back of the end zone. And it runs up the tunnel.
And it runs up the tunnel. There you go. He's in the CDW blue zone.
I didn't know that it was a stray cat who lived there. I thought someone's emotional support cat got out.
Eli's.
I thought that somebody brought that cat to the game in like a carrier.
Can you do that at professional sport?
I have no idea. If you can bring them into
Venues?
bars and fly with them, I can't imagine they can
you can
tell
bring
you
them into
no.
bars?
Yeah, you can.
Ugh.
You have to have papers for them in bars, though. It has to be like a service animal. And I guess it
Alcohol.
wasn't wearing a vest.
Alcohol is your emotional support substance. You don't need to double up with a ferret. All right, you're at a bar because
What if-
alcohol is your
okay.
emotional support.
What if the ferret feeds you your beer?
You know, we
They
need
got little
to,
Never
hands.
seen that happen.
They got little hands.
Never seen that happen.
the rally possum needs to come back to be the emotional support animal of the Cleveland Browns.
They got that bobblehead. They're selling those.
We don't need a bobblehead. We need the real possum.
I agree.
The real possum's where the luck comes. It's not.
But
From
they can't make money off the
commercialization.
real possum.
They'll make more money if we're winning games.
Yeah. Hey, I got $1,000 here for you. Do with that what you will. Chance for you to go fund yourself every hour. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword PAN to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's PAN to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
Got a lot of mail. What's that?
Pam?
Pan?
Pan.
It's on
Two
Netflix
Two
now.
M's. Two M's.
I got a...
Step Brothers is on Netflix.
He texted me that last night.
I was excited.
Dude, Step Brothers on Netflix. I was like, I have that on DVD. And then he goes,
You
yeah,
got out of the $5 bin.
Yeah, and then he goes, but you don't have to get up to put it in. I was like, false. I still have to plug my laptop into my television in order to watch Netflix.
Oh, you throw it on the television.
I don't have like a smart TV or anything like that, so I have like an HDMI
No, why wouldn't you just
cable.
watch it on your laptop?
Well, if I'm laying on my couch and I want to watch it on the big screen.
Huh.
So
You don't do the lying in bed, laptop on the chest thing?
No, it's too hot.
Huh.
Also, I don't really watch
Now that's
movies.
too hot. I can't make sense of you.
I know. I was just going into that.
Generator, a motor running, yes.
I was
that's
just
too
going
hot.
into all the mail I
All
got
the
yesterday on
blanket
Mary's
mail?
blanket.
There you go.
Nanook of the North in here.
Hashtag blanket gate.
Yeah, it's not
What?
really blanket gate, but
Well, I titled it that, so we'll make it Blanket Gate.
Who? What? Are they on my team?
yeah, some. I mean, it's
Okay.
divide. Well, the chicks are.
Because we're cold. We're colder gender
Well,
species.
I heard from Caitlin. She's one of our bureau chiefs in Omaha, and she goes,
Hey,
"Hey,
she came to my show and brought me that candle.
okay."
Sorry.
Well,
She's a friend.
Yeah,
You're pointing like he knows. Like, hey.
Hey.
She said the multiple studies have shown that women are more productive at warmer temperatures, and the inverse is true for men. So she's like, it's just science that Mary would be. Now, that's a great study. But I will say, Bill, did you notice any increased productivity once she got all warmed up?
I was so
Same
funny.
old Mary.
I
Same
was
Mary.
so creative.
Did he ask you or did he ask me?
Well-
You're not any less productive now that you're not ensconced in micro
I'm
fleece.
warmer. I got on my thick leggings. I got on a long sleeve, thicker hoodie than I wore
Yeah,
yesterday.
you had on
Okay.
yesterday. You had long
No.
sleeves yesterday.
Yesterday was thinner. Yesterday was for cuteness. This is for warmth.
Oh, today's function, not fashion.
I came in a little more warm, so I don't have to wear my blanket today,
All right.
which I will end up putting on
Again,
later.
I don't have an issue with you wearing the blanket. He has a distinct issue with
Mm-hmm.
you wearing the
He
blanket.
has a
I know.
disdain for you wearing the blanket.
The disdain on the brain that shall remain.
I just think it's more professional looking when you're not wearing the blanket.
Okay, that's fine.
Boy, there's a phrase you don't hear every day, is there?
It's more.
Jim, could you come into my office? It's come to my attention. I think it's a little unprofessional if you were to your blanket in those stockholder earnings meetings. If you could just leave your blanket at your desk, that'd be great. But I'm cold in those. Yeah, but it's not very professional.
If we have a female
It
president
came from
ever,
upstairs. I had nothing. Huh?
I can't wait till we have a female president and she's in the Oval Office wrapped up in a blanket. Going,
No,
"It's
she
so
will.
cold in
She
here."
can control the temperature of her office.
Well, there'll be a lot more fireside chats, I think is what he's trying to say.
oh, maybe.
Yeah. But there's a maternal vibe to that I wouldn't be opposed to.
To be in a blanket?
Yeah, she's sitting there by the fire.
Little cup of tea.
Let's say it's Lizzie Warren, right? She's sitting there. She's got the blanket on around her, and I don't think she wants to look too matronly because you want
Right.
to project strength.
But she also
present
wants-
company included.
She
or
wants to
excluded.
make you feel comfortable and safe.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you're in the blanket. I don't feel any increased security by looking at someone in a blanket. I didn't.
That's what I was going for this whole time.
Yeah, I didn't feel more secure looking at you in a blanket.
Well, then I blew it.
Again, I didn't feel insecure, so it's not your fault.
Right.
But yeah.
So science says women are colder, so there you go.
Caitlin is on your side, all the way out there in Omaha. But again, as you just established, heavily, heavily biased in a pro-Mary way, which is not bad. It just calls into question the veracity of her claim. You know,
Sure.
But she uses science to back it
There you
up.
go.
So
Can't argue with facts and figures.
cannot argue with any facts and figures. But again, I got.
Anybody saying don't pitch, cold,
Of course,
shivering in
of
her
course. But I'm not going to
corner.
read you those.
I want to hear them.
I'm not trying to stick it
You
to you.
want to help Bill out over here?
You just perfectly encapsulated the tone. You know what I mean?
Of those emails?
Yeah,
Cold ass bitch just sitting there wrapped up like an
I
idiot.
gave you the Cliff's Notes. It's not that important. Alan, soccer comes from the original official name Association Football. And as more ball sports came along, they adopted colloquialisms and referred to that style as, soccers? Associationers or sockers? Is that true?
I have no idea.
No clue.
You know what? I don't know if it's true or not,
I
but
like it.
there you go. Yep.
There's no way to know.
There's simply no way for me to find out the origins of the word soccer. Alan Kevin Harlan did a great play-by-play on the drunk guy on the field. I didn't. So is this guy known for this then?
I mean, he's been doing it for a long time, so
Yeah.
I imagine he just goes in with the moment.
I see.
Now he runs the opposite way. He runs at the 50. He runs at the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes. The 20. They're chasing him. They're not going to get him. Waving his arms, bare-chested.
This is a 49ers-Rams game on Monday Night Football in 2016.
This is great.
This is great.
Somebody stop
Look
that
out,
man.
here comes the blue coat,
Oh,
Kevin.
they got him.
Here
They're
comes the
coming
blue
from the
coats.
left. Oh, and they tackle him at the 40-yard line.
There's a man that loves his job.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
That's great.
You don't have to
Man, I
remember
wish
anybody's
it.
name.
He's drunk.
Right. He's the 50. He's at the 40. He is drunk. That's so great.
Also, a lot of people suggesting what you should just buy a Roku for your television.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what Bill
suggested
said.
that.
He said that
Is-
he will not give me his Disney Plus password until I buy a Roku.
I mean, they're like $30. They're not
I know.
expensive.
Yeah, but I don't need it. I can watch TV. I can watch my Netflix on my TV.
Use cable into your television.
Yeah, with
I
an
understand.
HDMI cord.
I gotcha.
So.
Do you
there go.
need to get your nails done?
No, that's my
Yeah, you
sobriety
do.
thing.
Yeah, you do.
I told you, I traded
this
off
is-
booze for keeping my nails done.
This would be a nice little treat for yourself.
Wait, you
Not
traded
drinking booze.
alcohol for
No,
getting your
that
nails
was-
done?
No. That was like one of the things that I said, oh, now I have money to do this all the time.
I see.
Yeah, it was like, instead of saving that money every month, I get my nails
Engage
done.
in a little self-care.
Yeah.
I didn't
gotcha.
realize how big you were when you did the before and after. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I guess I just don't notice it because I don't look at women like that. But like, I didn't notice you.
Not attracted to that.
I didn't even. It didn't like
Well, it's
dawn on
also
me that you were
you'd
bigger.
see her all the time. You'd see her
Yeah.
every day.
But
And
she didn't look big
happened-
to me.
But it's one of those things where
I
you're
didn't
used to
get
seeing
big
her a certain way.
I posted a picture on Facebook and Instagram of a before and after from April of this year and last week. If you go to Mary Santora Comedy, you can see it. There's a 30-pound difference between those two
I
pictures.
can't believe that.
I was 153 pounds in the first picture. I weighed in on Sunday at 124. But yeah, my sister sent a picture of me, like the group of us, and I was like, what the hell was happening there? But I'll eat it. I don't love it. That was my whole motto.
That was 30 pounds heavier.
Wow.
Hey, I got tickets to see A Day to Remember. They're coming through with I Prevail and Beartooth. It's going to be a good show. If you like any of those bands, they're going to play the Wolstein Center a week from Friday over at CSU. I'll have those tickets for you shortly. 35192. Want to send me a text? AlanCoxShow.com for everything else.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.